Queens is one of the 5 major boroughs of New York City, but is overlooked and overshadowed because of Manhattan, as it has most of the major visitor attractions. But Queens is unique in its own way, and is worthy of visiting as well. Today, I'll be visiting Flushing. Grand Central Station is a historic, world-famous landmark in Midtown Manhattan. Not only is it an important transportation hub, but it's also a shopping, dining, and cultural destination, all under one grand roof. Opened to the public in February of 1913, Grand Central Terminal is a story of great engineering, survival, and rebirth. It also stands as a universal symbol. Of New York City's past and present. New Yorkers in the early 1900s saw their city as a new cultural and commercial capital, and deserving a majestic landmark. Grand Central satisfied both desires, invigorating Midtown Manhattan, transforming regional transportation, and shaping the city we know today. In order to get into Flushing from New York City, you have to either take the Subway 7 train from Grand Central to Flushing Main Street, or take the Port Washington branch train from Grand Central to Flushing Main Street. The method of transportation you choose will depend on how much time you have. Obviously, taking the Port Washington branch is quicker, but taking the subway is much cheaper. The price for the Port Washington branch train is $4 to $13 for one way, whereas the subway is $1 to $3 one way. Viator has so many different types of tours available in 400 worldwide destinations. Viator.com really saves you a lot of time when researching, planning, and booking trips, which could be a hassle for people who don't have a lot of time. Viator has so many great tours available. For example, I am currently planning a trip to Montreal and Quebec City, and the amount of itineraries available to choose from were endless. Check out tours available in Montreal in the description below. You're taking the 7 train from Grand Central to Flushing Meadows Corona Park. Get off at Met's Willets Point and walk across the pedestrian bridge, which will lead you over to the park. One of the most popular attractions in Flushing is Flushing Meadows Corona Park, which is also the largest park in Queens. The largest park in Queens has something to offer for everyone, from recreational spaces for sports to countless exhibits to browse. This park has you covered. It was the site of 2 20th century World's Fairs and continues to wow visitors with this beauty. From historic walks to scenic trails to sports and activities, there's always something to do here. There's a bit of history to unpack with this park. In 1930, engineer Joseph F. Shagden approached a group of businessmen to organize the 1939-40 World's Fair. Then New York City Parks Commissioner Robert Morris saw potential to improve the land, saw potential to restore the land, and create Flushing Meadows Park after the fair ended. In 1967, the land was renamed Flushing Meadows Corona Park, now the largest in Queens, and was reverted to the city and fully landscaped. The Unisphere, the iconic sphere of Flushing Meadows Corona Park, was commissioned for the New York's World's Fair of 1964-65 and designed by architect Gilmore D. Clark. The sphere features representation of continents and major mountain ranges in relief and is encircled by 3 giant orbital rings that represent the tracks of early satellites. The Unisphere celebrates both the dawn of space age and the fair's broader theme of peace through understanding, and has since become a beloved symbol of Queens. There are 5 sites you should check out when in Flushing Meadows Corona Park. Citi Field, the home of the New York Mets, the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center, home of the US Open, Queens Museum, Queens Zoo, and Queens Drive-In. All of these are worth visiting if you have a chance to, but if you have a limited amount of time, I suggest walking the park itself and taking pictures of the 2 major sporting venues. In 2009, the New York Mets began to play their home games at Citi Field, which replaced Shea Stadium, the original home of the New York Mets, since 1964. The stadium is located at the north end of Flushing Meadows Corona Park, and right next door to the subway station at Mets Willets Point. The Billie Jean King National Tennis Center hosts the US Open, one of 4 premier Grand Slam professional tennis tour events. It also happens to be one of the largest tennis venues in the world, with 22 courts inside its 46.5 acres and 11 in the adjoining park. Amazon Prime allows you to enjoy same-day, 1-day, and 2-day deliveries on millions of items, have exclusive Prime member discounts, and free shipping on orders of $150 at Amazon Fresh stores. If you sign up for a Prime membership using the link in the description, Amazon will give you a free 30-day trial. Try Audible Plus today, where you can stream and download thousands of shows and titles from the Plus catalog, including Audible originals, audiobooks, and podcasts. Audible is perfect for when you're in long commutes, like when I was traveling from New Jersey to New York City, or from Manhattan to Flushing. Use the link in the description to get your free trial. Getting from Flushing Meadows Corona Park to Flushing Main Street is easy. Just take the 7 train from Mets Willets Point to Flushing Main Street. It's worth noting that if you go back into Manhattan, train service is only available during special events from Mets Willets Point. So you would have to go back to Main Street to take the subway, or you would have to take Long Island Railroad from Mets Willets Point to Grand Central. Flushing's Chinatown has a lot of outstanding restaurants to choose from, as Flushing's Chinatown is infamous for having a wide variety of food choices to choose from. Unlike the Chinatown in Manhattan, the one in Flushing offers a much more fast-paced way of living. While Chinatown in Manhattan looks a lot older, with working-class neighborhoods of Chinese cities, you will see a lot of young people in the streets sporting the latest street fashion and dining and shopping at chic and modern places. The Flushing Chinatown houses over 30,000 individuals born in China alone, the largest Chinatown by this metric outside of Asia, and one of the largest and fastest growing Chinatowns in the world. The commercial heart of the area is the intersection of Main Street and Roosevelt Avenue, which extends for several blocks in all directions. Since the 1970s, the population in Flushing has shifted from being predominantly white to being predominantly Asian. Flushing's first wave of immigrants came from Taiwan and started shifting the area into the little Chinatown it is today. Look for outstanding deals on flights, hotels, car rentals, and attractions on Booking.com, where your adventures are just a click away and exclusive rewards are around every corner. Check out some outstanding deals using the links below. For example, you can get some great deals on villas and resorts by using my links. The New World Mall, which opened in the heart of downtown Flushing in 2011, is New York's largest indoor Asian mall. It is a 3-story glass structure dominated by a massive Asian supermarket and dozens of food vendors on the lower level. New World Mall is known for their always busy food court downstairs with a wide range of cuisines to choose from. So if you have other people with you, I would suggest to get a table first, then look for food to eat. Nanxiang Xiaolongbao has been selected as Michelin recommended Shanghainese food for 9 consecutive years since 2007. It has been dubbed by many as the best soup dumplings in New York City. Another restaurant you might want to try is Joe's Steamed Rice Roll. It's the perfect place to go if you're looking for some cheap eats. Located in the same plaza as Joe's Steamed Rice Roll are some other food stalls which you might want to check out as well. Flushing, Queens is a pretty neat place to go for a day trip. If you're taking public transport, make sure you allow for more transport time between Manhattan and Queens.